So yes, I bought a van, this van. And I wish I could tell you about how I spent all my life savings to go on this epic road trip and live the perfect van life, but that's not true. Let me give you some context. So, when I got rejected from film school, I decided to take matters into my own hands, to try and learn the craft of cinematography my way. And in doing so, I realized that there are two niches that I liked doing the most: documentary and capturing nature. So, when I rounded off one of my biggest jobs yet, I had a decision to make. This being, do I invest the money that I got from this job in a car, or do I buy a fancy cinema camera like the DJI Rune 4D? One would give me more freedom, while the other would give me more of a professional look and enable new ways to capture. After a while, I obviously started to lean towards the car. You know, the freedom, the possibilities, it just seemed obvious to go this way. So I started to look for one. But it didn't go as I expected. Originally, I looked at second-hand cars at dealerships. One that had a warranty, had been checked over, one, you know, that's just reliable. But then I went to some dealerships and they are very expensive and also didn't impress me at all. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect nice quality, but I also didn't expect them to literally feel fragile everywhere. So, after being disappointed slightly by these cars, I went on Facebook Marketplace, just checking if there would be something interesting on there. And that's where I found this. A 1996 Mitsubishi L400 Space Gear. Something that I've always liked, but I always thought they were quite rare. So I hit up the guy and asked if there was anything wrong with the car. And he came back to me with a really friendly message, telling me no, everything's fine, it's service history, and he even offered me a discount. So I went to check out the car and I knew this was the one. So I eventually pulled the trigger and just bought it. And I've been loving it ever since. This is honestly way better than I could have ever imagined. Let me give you a quick tour. Okay, let's give you a quick tour of the van in its original condition before the sun sets. Let's go. So, this is it. The snorkel is, I believe, aftermarket. It's added by the previous owner, but that's really nice. It will allow us to drive through some water or to some dusty conditions. Also, the tires have quite some tread, so we can go places. This thing also has quite some power, so we'll get up some mountains really easily. Paint is in really good condition for its age. Let's check out the driver's seat. So, this is my spot. The dashboard is cracked, but I'm gonna have to try and fix this because the part, I can't easily take it off, but it's quite expensive, so I would rather just fix up the cracks and maybe paint it. Other than that, the interior is in amazing condition. We've got a bench seat next to me because, so it's a 3-seater, because behind me the seats have been taken out and have been replaced by this, which is amazing because I've got storage underneath and I'm gonna put a bed on top. The previous owner built this and it's perfect because I want to use this as a camper van anyways. He even built this. A little table. Very nice. Anyways, I'm gonna have to leave it here because I've got a job in Italy to do. So, see you in a minute.
Non lo sé.
So, welcome to Italy. I'm here for a couple of days to shoot a podcast because obviously the hustle never stops. Let's zoom out a little. After being rejected from film school, I've been working really hard to become a full-time documentary filmmaker. And buying this feels like a step in the right direction. I feel like it will allow for new things, for some changes, some flexibility, some freedom, and like an easy way to gain a lot of portfolio and experience. So I'm excited to share the journey with you and to just live this together. It's not about the end goal, it's about the journey. So stay tuned for more. Since it's an off-road capable camper van, obviously we're gonna go places. So I've been thinking about a couple of fun locations to shoot with some interesting landscapes to photograph, but I'm open for suggestions. Anyways, I also want to customize this van, so if you've got any ideas, please feel free to drop them down below. And let's see where it brings us. I've already bought a DJI Power 1000. I got a huge discount on it, and it will be really nice to just plug things in. Also, I don't have to bring like 100 camera batteries, so that's always a nice touch. So if you're curious about the build that we're gonna do in this van or the adventures we're gonna live together, I'd say get subscribed and let's do this together. That's all for now. I'm really excited about what's to come. See you in the next one. Peace.